Hi, Coach Sylvie here. We're bringing it all together right now. What does it all mean? How can we become 20% more efficient in our cycling, pedaling capabilities? Remember, I said you gotta practice this, because for a lot of us, when I coach my classes, this does not come naturally. I drill it in over 16 weeks of classes to the point where when they're gone in the summer, my little nagging voice comes back to them and says, remember the pedal stroke. And you'll hear that in my testimonials all the time, every year. But this is what you have to drill in, right? Is this. Okay, so let's think about it. I brought my red pen. We are going to start really breaking this down a little bit more so that you can really understand what it is that I'm talking about or how to put it together. So when you're on your trainer or outside, I want you to think about it. Run through this drill for me. Okay, so you're on your bike. It could be flats, add a gear, make it harder. It could be on the hill, but typically try it on the flats first. Just put it in a heavy gear and then try this out. Okay, so first, you're on your bike and we're going to do the first one. So kicking forward. So for 30 seconds, you just drive your knees forward. Boom, boom. Can you see that? I put the camera back so you can hear it. So you're just driving. Boom. So your toe is going to the front of your shoe. Okay, so boom, 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 30 seconds. Next one is power down. Power, 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 power. You can actually feel yourself going physically faster on your bike when you start doing this. You start being intentional about your pedal stroke and becoming more efficient, okay? So you're powering down, then you're scraping. Remember scraping that dog poo? Boom, boom, boom. So, dropping the heels and really pulling back on the pedal. So your heels are hitting the back of your shoe. And then the last one is this one. Is what's going to make your quads and your hamstrings and your glutes, or your glutes, quads, burn. The back part here is pulling up. So pull, pull. So, your foot is going to hit the top of your shoe. And that's what it's going to feel like. So you're really bringing the pedal over. Okay? So you run through that drill 30 seconds each quadrant. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can feel the muscle groups changing. So another reason why we do this is we think about, okay, so remember the last time you were on a hill or in a group ride, probably more a hill, and your quads just started burning and you didn't know what to do. Okay, so this is why I tell them, when you start getting tired, your skills start falling apart. Can we agree? Like you start getting tired, start getting sloppy. And this is what I say, guys, switch up your pedal stroke. Okay, instead of mashing down, pull up. Instead of scraping, kick forward. Or, it's usually this here that everybody sticks in. So it's like, well, do this for 30 seconds. Change it up. Change the muscle groups. Give the other ones a break. Then do this. So your quads are given a break and you're working on your hamstrings back here. Okay, so think about it. When you start getting tired, like at the end of a ride, or you've been doing an excessively long climb. So think about this. Switch it up. That's when you're going to see that spike in your 20%. Like you're going to feel yourself going faster. Now, even on the flats, and this is what's going to start creating that round pedal stroke over this. No more resting there, bringing it up over. No more of this. You guys are better. You're going to start moving into this, becoming efficient, 90 RPM, 100 RPM. So let's break it down a little bit further, because I like to go a little bit further because there is more to talk about. Okay, instead of your legs together, so think about your legs are two, right? So say one is kicking and the other one is pulling. So it's like this. So I always say, think about it. So when we're getting into our drills or our long climbs, the last 5 minutes, it's it's really hard. So let's say your left is going to kick and your right is going to pull. Left is going to kick, right is going to pull. Then you're going to switch it up. Right will kick, other, left will pull. Then switch it up. Right push down, left pull up. So then you're helping your legs. You're kind of assisting, shall we say, the pedal stroke. And so both legs aren't working together. They're working opposite. So this is where it really comes in, where you have to kind of do some mental focus, where what are you doing? How is this correlating to that, to being more this, to changing up your muscle groups, to avoiding fatigue. Okay, so that's where this comes in. Now, I do have a 4-week program that really does break that down, because more one-on-one coaching. I encourage you to check it out. Is thebikeskillspro.com, and it's a 4-week, so we focus each week on a different skill, and you'll get specific coaching from me on this, tips, tricks, and a little like analyzing your pedal strokes so you become that and much faster. So with that, guys, Coach Sylvie over and out. Comment, like, and share, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Take care.